Good afternoon, everyone. See, again I am repeating, unless Jayesh sir की class है, तो class your timing is 2:30. 30. Jayesh sir के लिए 2 o'clock. मेरे लिए 2:30. So we are doing the monsoons. I'm quickly revising what we have done. Ki India mein there is a, during the month of June or southwest monsoon, if we consider India, the entire India develops into a low pressure center. The lowest pressure is present over the northwestern part of India, Delhi, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, jahan pe the average temperatures are somewhere around 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. And the another low pressure center is over the Tibetan Plateau region. Tibetan Plateau region mein, though we do not find that much of heat, but still the Tibetan Plateau is intensely heated because insolation is very high. Why it is heated? Because it is 5 kilometers above the sea level. That is, it is one of the highest plateaus in the world, and therefore it receives 2% greater insolation than the surrounding regions. And as a result of this, the low pressure center results into attraction of the winds from the southern hemisphere. Now these winds are nothing but the trade winds of the southern hemisphere. After crossing the equator, due to the Coriolis force, Q due to the Coriolis force, don't go into detail क्या है Coriolis force. Just remember for prelims that Coriolis force कहता है that anything will get deflected to the right, जिस direction में the wind is moving, to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. So ये है direction. So instead of going straight, it is getting deflected to the right, it is getting deflected to the right and left. Or if this is the movement, so the Coriolis force says that it will get deflected to the right. So ये है right. So how to identify the Coriolis force? Identify the Coriolis force by putting an arrow, putting yourself in the direction of arrow and then deflecting it. क्योंकि Coriolis force के पीछे अगर जाओगे तो आपको M.Tech में एडमिशन लेना पड़ेगा, because the Coriolis force is not that simple concept. So it is used, it is an application only. इसके ऊपर there are numerous mathematical calculations to be done, but I will tell you what is this basic हमें ज़रूरत है वैसे. This Coriolis force is application here. So the winds will get deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere, and after getting deflected to the right, they will come towards India. And we will call this monsoon as the southwest monsoon. There is western Ghats here, there is eastern Ghats here, उसके बाद there is Satpuras, उसके बाद there is Vindhyas, and there is Aravalis. So this is what the mountain ranges of India are: Himalayas, Aravalis, Satpuras, Vindhyas, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats. Now the southwest monsoon will first come and strike the coast of Kerala, giving very heavy rainfall to Kerala, and then it will progress upwards. And thus the western coast of India gets very, very heavy rainfall. You see the floods are common in Mumbai, floods are common in Kerala, the floods are common in the western coast of India. After that, one branch, this branch what you will call, Bay of Bengal branch or the Arabian Sea branch? This is the Arabian Sea branch. The Arabian Sea branch of Indian monsoon, one will strike the western coast of India, the other will go in between the Vindhyas and Satpuras. और अगर आपको याद है हमने किया था, there is Amarkantak Plateau region here. And in this Amarkantak Plateau, it is forced to rise up, and because it is forced to rise up, it will give very, very heavy rainfall in this part of India. Dandakaranya Plateau region. The third branch is going parallel to the Aravallis. एक चीज याद रखना, for rainfall to occur, the wind should be forced to rise up. That is, the mountain should be perpendicular to the wind direction, not parallel to the wind direction. यहाँ पे the mountain is parallel to the wind direction, and because it is parallel to the wind direction, the Aravallis do not force the winds to rise up except Mount Abu region में. So it goes parallel to the Aravallis and goes and strikes the Himalayas, giving very heavy rainfall in the Himalayas. कौन सा स्टेट आएगा जनरली यहाँ पे? हिमाचल प्रदेश और उत्तराखंड और जम्मू कश्मीर. उत्तराखंड. कोई डाउट इसमें? अरुणाचल, सिक्किम, नेपाल, उत्तराखंड, Himachal and Jammu Kashmir. So Uttarakhand, is it famous for landslides? Yes. So you can see why, because the monsoon is going and striking the coast of Uttarakhand directly. And then it gives very heavy rainfall along the foothills of the Himalayas. So this is the Arabian Sea branch. The Myanmar में Himalayas का extension, what is known as Arakan Yoma. The Bay of Bengal branch goes parallel to India. The Bay of Bengal branch goes parallel to India, and it goes and strikes Myanmar first. It will not go and strike India directly, and then it will proceed to Southeast Asia. But some part of the Bay of Bengal branch is deflected towards the mainland India. Why? Because of the presence of Arakan Yoma mountains. And after deflecting, it enters Bangladesh. Bangladesh में mountain है? नहीं, Bangladesh is entirely a country which is in delta. It is a very flat region. Mountain है कहाँ पे? Garo, Khasi, Jaintia. So it is forced to rise up through Meghalaya and give very heavy rainfall in this region. Garo, Khasi and Jaintia में से which is the highest mountain? Khasi Hills. And Khasi Hills के south में is Cherrapunji and Maswandram. So what are these two places famous for? Cherrapunji and Maswandram. They are the places which are famous for highest rainfall in world या India? In world. कितना rainfall? कितना is the annual rainfall in Delhi? इस साल there was heavy rainfall in Delhi. As per our definition, there was a heavy rainfall in Delhi. कितना था दिल्ली का average annual rainfall? 70 centimeters. Cherrapunji and Maswandram gets 1200 centimeters of average annual rainfall. So imagine Delhi say around 12 times more rainfall. What happened this year was the normal rainfall of Delhi, and this is somewhere around 70 centimeters. So the 1200 centimeters, but unfortunately every year this area faces drought. What does it show? It shows that we do not conserve water. And then some part of this Bay of Bengal branch is attracted towards the low pressure, and it enters the Great Plains, and जैसे अंदर जाते हैं, it goes on giving the rainfall, but the amount of rainfall goes on decreasing. Near Agra, the Bay of Bengal branch and the Arabian Sea branch both meet, and the Bay of Bengal branch pushes the Arabian Sea branch, and it comes over Delhi and gives the rainfall. But till the time it has gone here, the amount of rainfall is very less, and therefore the rainfall goes on decreasing. Some part of this, that is most of this, the Arabian Sea branch, they are forced to rise up due to the presence of very high mountains known as Western Ghats. This is the Arabian Sea. But after crossing the Western Ghats, this wind is forced to come down. As it is forced to come down, you will understand in tomorrow's lecture, that is the wind ka moisture holding, or maybe in today's lecture only, the wind ka moisture holding capacity decreases when it rises up. So when moisture holding capacity decreases, excess moisture is given out. But when the wind is coming down, uska moisture holding capacity increases, and therefore the wind will not give any kind of an rainfall. So as a result of this, rainfall decreases, and हमें यहाँ पे drought prone region है. So government सोच रहा है to, and this major part of this peninsula is drought prone. This is extreme drought, इसीलिए मैंने ये line दिखाया, otherwise the amount of rainfall goes on decreasing. So what do you see? Mumbai gets more than 250 centimeters of average annual rainfall, while Pune gets only 50 centimeters of average annual rainfall. कितना दोनों के difference कितना है किलोमीटर का? 190 kilometers, और difference of rainfall is 200 centimeters. This has been your past year question. Identify two cities where the rainfall difference is maximum. क्यों? क्योंकि one is on the foothills of the Western Ghats, windward side, the other is on the leeward side. That is on the other side. Same applies to Bangalore and Mangalore. Same will apply to the numerous smaller cities also, but we will do just two cities which are important. So this region, the amount of rainfall goes on decreasing, but this is how, जितना भी red color का region है, this is the region that has got very very heavy amount of rainfall. So ये पूरे region में rainfall मिला है. The second drought prone region of India is obviously Rajasthan and some parts of Gujarat. But वो orographic barrier से नहीं है. That is due to the decrease in the amount of rainfall. Now based on this I am asking you one question जो optional में था, जब optionals में MCQ थे, but we should be doing such kind of questions also. They are conceptual questions. Consider the following statement. Statement 1, in India the rainfall decreases from west to east. True or false? The rainfall decreases from west to, this is the western side, this is the eastern side. True or false? Yes, rainfall decreases from west to east. True. Second statement, in India the rainfall decreases from east to west. Yes, in India the rainfall decreases from east to west. ऐसा पूछा था, which of the above statements are correct? अब वहाँ पे लॉजिक क्या लगता है, एक ही कोई स्टेटमेंट राइट हो सकता है, दोनों कैसे राइट हो सकते हैं? दे आर आस्किंग यू अबाउट द बे ऑफ बंगाल ब्रांच एंड दे आर आस्किंग यू अबाउट द अरेबियन सी ब्रांच. अरेबियन सी ब्रांच में द रेनफॉल डिक्रीजेस फ्रॉम वेस्ट टू ईस्ट, बे ऑफ बंगाल ब्रांच में द रेनफॉल डिक्रीजेस फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट. But still major part of India now has got the rainfall, but you can see there are some of the blank spaces also. अब नहीं समझ में आएगा, but at the end of today's lecture you will understand this all things. There are blank spaces also. अब there has to be some mechanism कि इस winds को मैं अंदर की तरफ divert कर लूँ, and यहाँ पे the role is played by an upper air circulation which is known as an easterly jet stream. So this easterly jet stream, whenever it comes, क्या करेगा वो? What are jet streams? Jet streams are very high upper air circulation, but they are so powerful कि वो अपना influence, will have the influence on the surface winds. That is, if they are traveling in one direction, they will drive the surface winds in that direction. So they are traveling from east to west, and therefore इस surface winds को they will take in the interior of the India, and thus coastal Andhra Pradesh, coastal Orissa, coastal some upper part of Pondicherry, or this Telangana wala region will get the rainfall, and thus entire India will have rainfall. Jet stream अगर गायब है तो no rainfall. ये jet stream कैसे है? This is not yet understood. अभी 2 हफ्ते पहले और एक नया dimension पता चला है jet stream का. That is, there are something known as thermal winds. So jet streams जितना मैं पढ़ाऊंगा वो भी GS के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. So don't go into the jet streams, because jet streams are typical. If they ask you index cycle of the jet stream, if they ask you Rossby waves, etc., this is the typical optional question. So we do not study that much in detail. We should just know in GS application part of a jet stream. So what is the application part of a jet stream? The application part of a jet stream is they will have intense influence on the surface winds. So question prelims में अभी तक पूछा है, which jet stream plays an important role in southwest monsoon rainfall? Westerly jet stream या easterly jet stream? Easterly jet stream. कब आती है? Summers में या winters में? कौन सा season है ये? summer season. अब sometimes this jet stream will shift. कभी कभी ये jet stream ऊपर की तरफ है. तो what we see in India, floods in North India, droughts in South India. कभी कभी ये jet stream will have a coverage of this what I have shown. So floods here, droughts here. जो पिछले साल का situation था. That is, you cannot control the jet stream. Remember, jet streams are huge body of air. We do not have any control on the natural phenomena. That is, last week एक नए seismic waves discover हुए. If you have read the newspaper, this seismic waves originated in the Hawaii region and they traveled all over the world and they were detected by many seismographs. But surprisingly, ये seismic waves did not cause any earthquake. उन्होंने सिर्फ seismograph को हिलाया. So actually the earthquake which should have caused due to that seismic waves should have been somewhere around 8.1, 8.2, but that has not occurred. So they will study now what are these waves. They will detect it. अब कब detect करेंगे? जब वो next time originate होगा. कब next time originate होगा? ये नहीं पता. Understanding? For example, there was a report कि Himalayas में एक बहुत intense earthquake होने वाला है. You must have studied this. So what is that? Indian plate is pushing continuously, but अभी तक इतना ज़्यादा push हुआ नहीं है. I will pray कि हमारे time ना हो, because it is said that the push will be so much कि Indian plate will be displaced by 300 meters. 300 meter Indian plate displaced मतलब SHUBHRA RANJAN IAS goes till Agarwal suite. So this is the kind of a displacement. We do not want this kind of displacement because 35 meters जब displace हुआ था Indian plate, we had 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. So this should not occur. Now this is what the Japan and USA करता है. Now they know that this is the report. वो अंदर lubricant छोड़ेंगे जहाँ पे plate है and थोड़ा थोड़ा धीरे से उस plate को displace होके they will create artificial earthquakes. We have not mastered that technology. So we will wait for the natural earthquake to occur. So this is what is the important is the southwest monsoon. नहीं, because this is the theoretical diagram. Actual diagram jet stream का नहीं है ऐसा. Jet stream का actual diagram थोड़ा अलग है. It will go and settle over Somalia. एंड सोमालिया को पे सेटल होके इट विल, जब ये जेट स्ट्रीम बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग होती है देन इट विल अफेक्ट द अरेबियन सी ब्रांच. जो पिछले साल हुआ था कि यहाँ पे रेनफॉल कम था बट गुजरात एंड राजस्थान में रेनफॉल बहुत ज़्यादा था. इफ यू रिमेंबर लास्ट ईयर देयर वाज फ्लड इन गुजरात एंड राजस्थान. सो दिस इज रिगार्डिंग द ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम. दैट इज व्हाई यू शुड नो व्हाई द ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन्स कम टुवर्ड्स इंडिया, व्हाई ऑन फ्रॉम द ईस्टर्न कोस्ट एंड व्हाई दे गो अवे फ्रॉम इंडिया फ्रॉम द वेस्टर्न कोस्ट. Because of easterly jet stream. And then this is the summer season. So summer season में upper air circulation is in the form of easterly jet stream, while the normal circulation, that is the wind circulation, is in the form of southwest monsoon. अब what happens during the winter season? During the winter season, exactly opposite, this is actually Tropic of Cancer. Matlab actually this is a temperate region and this is a subtropical and tropical region. So like any other temperate region, this part of world experiences winter season जो अभी चल रहा है. Tropics are not experiencing winter season. Tropics का मतलब है where there is a very high heat. And because there is a winter season, there is a high pressure here. Which part of India is coldest? Again north, and north में भी कौन सा? The present part where we are, northwestern part of India. And second high pressure is all along the Himalayas. कहाँ पे है low pressure? Low pressure is after the equator in the Australia region because sun is there now. Now what is the law of the wind? High pressure to low pressure. So law of the wind is high pressure to low pressure, but Coriolis force will deflect it to right. High pressure to low pressure, but Coriolis force is deflecting it to right. And therefore, the winds are northeastern in nature. Now, are they originating on the land? Yes. So, and are they offshore? Yes. So, when onshore winds rainfall, offshore winds dry climate. So, they are following the Coriolis force. They are getting deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere. So, the entire India has dry season during the winter season because of the dominance of the northeast winds, which then they will cross the equator and Australia ki taraf jayenge. But there are some of the winds which will originate from the northeastern part of our country or from the Southeast Asia. They will travel large distance over the Bay of Bengal, and while traveling the large distance over the Bay of Bengal, they will pick up moisture. And when they pick up moisture, they give very heavy rainfall. Understand? Not normal rainfall. Normal rainfall यहाँ पे होगा क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत moisture इसको भी मिलेगा. They will give very heavy rainfall in the Coromandel coast. Coromandel coast is the another name for the Tamil Nadu coastline. And therefore, the entire India is dry except one, the Coromandel coast. यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं है rainfall? You can see the direction. It is bypassing. यहाँ पे क्यों है rainfall? Because it is coming in the path of the Coromandel coast. And then this is the season of floods. That is, I generally tell कि इस साल तो floods कम है. इस साल अभी तक news नहीं है floods का in Chennai. So the floods will come over the period of time. But इस phenomena के कारण your UPSC का timetable has changed. Earlier, if you look 2 years back, your exam was in the month of August and mains was in the month of December. So 12th December को UPSC को exam cancel करनी पड़ी forest services की when Jayalalitha was there, but somehow they managed to give the civil service exam because civil service exam generally cancel नहीं करती UPSC. So ये rumors मत मानना कि अगले साल election है तो UPSC अपनी exam postpone करेगी. UPSC ने सिर्फ 3 बार exam postpone किया या cancel किया है. 2 बार जब public administration का paper leak हुआ था. Don't worry, वो हमसे leak नहीं होगा. So the public administration का paper leak हुआ था, but वो paper cancel हो गया and the re-examination was there. And once upon a time when CPI during the Jyoti Basu era had called for Kolkata बंद, अब कोई इतना बड़ा लीडर नहीं है कि जो बंद कर देगा. ठाकरे is gone, Jyoti Basu is gone, नरेंद्र मोदी will not call India भारत बंद. राहुल गांधी ने अगर भारत बंद किया तो now maybe the situation will change, but PM बनने के बाद कौन क्यों करेगा? So don't worry क्योंकि ये rumors अभी शुरू हो गया. अगर अगले साल इलेक्शन है, जून की एग्जाम शायद अगस्त में जा सकती है, नहीं जाएगी. जून की एग्जाम जून में ही होगी. Somewhat, not that important. There will be little bit of rainfall, but अब sun is in the southern hemisphere, and because the sun is in the southern hemisphere, we have not done this concept. Entire pressure belts will shift to the south, and since the entire pressure belts will shift to the south, there will be a very strong upper air circulation which will come towards India from the Arabian Sea. You will understand this today at the end of the lecture. And this is known as westerly jet stream, which is flowing at the height of 6 kilometers in the upper atmosphere. But when it comes to India, Himalayas ka height is also 6 kilometers, 6.5 kilometers. So Himalayas act as a barrier, and this barrier is there due to syntaxial bend. हमने geomorphology में किया है, there is a syntaxial bend, and because of this, the original jet stream is divided into 2 branches. One comes to the north, and one comes to the south, the other goes to the north. This is responsible for rain, and this is responsible for snow in Himalayas. That means within the coming days, the winter will become very, very severe once the upper part of the jet stream will come, because it will cause snowfall and then there will be cold waves over India. So this is the winter season for you. So winters में there are two winds, surface winds in the form of northeast monsoon, though we call northeast monsoon as retreating monsoon, and second upper air circulation. We may call it as wind also, or it is generally known as upper air circulation in the form of westerly jet stream. What is the importance of this westerly jet stream? The importance is it gives rainfall या precipitation which is known as western, क्योंकि वो western side से आ रहा है. पानी कहाँ से आ रहा है? From the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea, and you will call this as western disturbances. While during the summer season, this is the surface winds, and it is further divided into two, that is the Bay of Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. Which branch is more powerful in terms of India? Bay of Bengal branch या Arabian Sea branch? कौन सी पूरी इंडिया की तरफ आ रही है? Arabian Sea branch. Bay of Bengal branch is going in the Southeast Asia. And upper air circulation is in the form of easterly jet. It is also known as Somalia jet, or it is also known as tropical easterly jet. क्या करता है? It will divert the wind. उसी को 11th standard Indian Geography NCERT ने थोड़ा tough language में दिया है, that it drives cyclonic, not cyclone, cyclonic मतलब low pressure. We have done the chart. Vortices, low pressure centers मतलब बारिश के centers. Cyclonic vortices from Bay of Bengal into India. So you should remember that is what I said yesterday. India is so different कि इंडिया में सिर्फ surface winds change नहीं हो रही है direction. There is 180-degree reversal of even upper air circulation. Winters to 21st of June westerly jet stream, 21st of June till November easterly jet stream. जैसे ही दिवाली के बाद पिछले साल ये jet stream did not come to India, so we had more problem of pollution. इस साल there were more pollutants, but thankfully this jet stream came early and they gave the rainfall. अब ये जो cold climate है, this temperature inversion, fog started today, and we had the fog started today because Gurgaon के expressway पे accident शुरू हो गए. That means there was piling up of cars in the 6 a.m. in the morning. Fog is densest during the daytime, during the early morning. So that is a classical fog की बात कर रहा हूँ. अब ये fog जाएगा only if there is a jet stream comes, because they will cause the rainfall. कल शाम को कहाँ हुई थी? अच्छा नहीं, क्यूमुलोनिम्बस क्लाउड नहीं हो सकता. क्यूमुलोनिम्बस क्लाउड वो जेट स्ट्रीम का एग्जांपल है. फिर हाँ, हिमाचल में बर्फबारी हुई मीन्स द जेट स्ट्रीम्स आर कमिंग. द प्रॉब्लम इज दिस आर नॉट रेगुलर, दिस इज रेगुलर. एंड याद रखना, ये अगर जेट स्ट्रीम नहीं आती तो वी विल नॉट हैव ग्रेट प्लेन्स पे रिवर्स. Why? Because this jet stream is responsible for giving snowfall, and this snowfall is responsible for mighty Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Indus. We call them as perennial rivers because they get rainfall during the summer season, but they get snowfall during the winter season. So even if they do not get rainfall during the summers, so their snow will melt during the winters. And who gives them snowfall? It's the jet streams. If this jet stream is not there, तो हम रोटी खाना बंद कर देंगे, because Indian wheat is soft wheat. And why the Indian wheat is a soft wheat? Because it gets much needed moisture. जहाँ पे वर्ल्ड में हार्ड व्हीट है in the Mediterranean region, because it does not get moisture, वहाँ पे लोग रोटी के बदले पास्ता खाते हैं. Understand this? What is the source of eating is decided by the climate. And जहाँ पे extremely soft wheat है, because they get only snowfall, there is no summer season. In Canada, Germany, wheat से ना bread बनती है ना pasta, they will have to make cookies. That is Canada and Germany. Getting this? So why we eat roti, why USA eats bread, why northern European countries eat cookies, why Italy may they eat pasta, it is all decided by the strength of the hardness of the wheat. Yes, but summers are dry. Because Mediterranean region में खारिफ और राबी सीजन नहीं है, ये तो इंडिया का है, वो तो सिर्फ wheat ही प्रोड्यूस करेगा during the summers या winters. They have extremely soft wheat, which cannot be converted into bread. Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats ka role will come if this is coming from land to the sea. यहाँ पे it is coming from land only, and Eastern Ghats are so less in height that they do not play any significant role. Western Ghats will play a major role, but कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता because this is anyway a dry wind. Easterly jet stream का position keeps on shifting, so you cannot say that. ये तो सिर्फ एक डायग्राम बनाया है. It can shift here also. Non-permanent. Permanent is this westerly jet. Easterly jet क्यों जनरेट होता है? जितना टिबेटियन प्लाटू गर्म, उतना stronger is the easterly jet stream. Means easterly jet stream is generated due to the heating of Tibetan plateau. Stronger the summer season, stronger is the easterly jet stream. Jitna kam snow in the Tibetan plateau, utna stronger is the easterly jet stream. So for that you will have to wait till Indian geography. That is why monsoon मैं इतना ज़्यादा dictate नहीं करूँगा अभी, because ये तो सिर्फ base है Indian monsoon का. इसमें अल नीनो, ला नीना, Indian Ocean dipole, role of Tibetan plateau, role of Somali jet stream, that is remaining. नहीं. These are red color winds, southwest monsoon. That is not related. These are surface winds. नहीं 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 अभी लिखूंगा, अभी लिखो उसके नोट्स. नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न विंड्स, यस. ये क्या है? दिस आर नथिंग बट ट्रेड विंड्स. दिस आर नथिंग बट ट्रेड विंड्स. हम उसको नाम देते हैं मॉनसून का. वो अलग कंसेप्ट है. दैट इज डिफरेंट. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द बेस ऑफ मॉनसून? फाइन. इसको अभी अगर क्वेश्चन आता है मेंस में तो कैन यू राइट मॉनसून इन वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज एंड ड्रॉ दिस टू डायग्राम्स? सो दैट इज व्हाट वी आर टारगेटिंग इन दिस क्लाइमेट, बिकॉज इंडियन ज्योग्राफी में ऑब्वियसली द मॉनसून्स विल बी डिफरेंट. नाउ आई कैन टेल यू पूरा ज्योग्राफी बेस्ड ऑन दिस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जहां पे रेनफॉल ज्यादा है, कहां पे रेनफॉल ज्यादा है? 1 2 ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, फाइन। अंडमान तो ऑब्वियसली इज इन द इक्वेटर ओनली, 6 डिग्रीज पे। ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, अप्लाई दिस टू एनवायरमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी। जहां जहां ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट, वहां पे स्पीसीज डाइवर्सिटी इज वेरी हाई, स्पीसीज डाइवर्सिटी इज वेरी हाई, सो एंडेमिज्म इज वेरी हाई in this. Endemism is very high, so World Heritage Site, eco-sensitive zones, biodiversity hotspots, biodiversity hotspot, but not a World Heritage Site. Numerous national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, some of the animals which belong only to that region. So ये है environment ecology. Come back, कम है rainfall, so deciduous forest. Dandakaranya plateau, moist deciduous, dry deciduous. Dry deciduous, the most important vegetation is teakwood. Moist deciduous, teakwood, sal, sisam. Bamboo, bamboo. Bamboo as a irrigation, Meghalaya. Living root bridges, Meghalaya. ये सब application है of understanding the rainfall. यहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत moist deciduous, because the rainfall goes on decreasing धीरे धीरे, it is not under the Karnataka का some part, so sandalwood. Sandalwood is endemic to Karnataka, to this part of Western Ghats. So moist deciduous. Sandalwood is of a moist deciduous. Sandalwood is of a deciduous, generally moist deciduous. Teakwood moist deciduous, पर मिलता है both in dry and moist deciduous. So और जहाँ पे बहुत ही कम है in this part, ड्राई डेसिडियस, टेंडू। टेंडू के ऊपर आपने आर्टिकल पढ़ा है, टेंडू लीव्स गैदरिंग, फॉरेस्ट राइट एक्ट, ऐसे लिंक करके यू कैन फिनिश दिस एंटायर पार्ट ऑल्सो। कम टू द एग्रीकल्चर, जहाँ पे रेनफॉल ज़्यादा है, रेनफॉल ज़्यादा है, रेनफॉल ज़्यादा है, राइस। जहाँ पे रेनफॉल कम है, व्हीट। जहाँ पे रेनफॉल बहुत कम है, जवार बाजरा। जहाँ पे रेनफॉल बहुत कम है, जवार बाजरा। जवार बाजरा, जवार बाजरा। सो मध्य प्रदेश क्या करेगा? महाराष्ट्र भी ले रहा है जवार बाजरा, राजस्थान इज ऑल्सो टेकिंग जवार बाजरा, सो मध्य प्रदेश टेक्स ऑयल सीड्स, सनफ्लावर। अगर सनफ्लावर, सोयाबीन, मध्य प्रदेश, ऑयल सीड्स, कोर्स सीरियल्स। सो सनफ्लावर, सोयाबीन, मध्य प्रदेश, सो गुजरात, ग्राउंड नट। गेटिंग दिस? एंड जहां जहां इरिगेशन इज देयर, वी हैव शुगर केन, वी हैव शुगर केन। जहां ब्लैक सॉइल है, वी हैव कॉटन। जहां पे वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल बट माउंटेनियस रीजन, वी हैव टी। एंड जहां पे हेवी रेनफॉल, माउंटेनियस रीजन, वी हैव कॉफी। केरला, रबर। सो understand the distribution of rainfall, you will understand the entire vegetation, soils and economic geography of India, crops, cropping patterns. सिर्फ minerals नहीं मिलेंगे, because minerals are related to geomorphology. So you already know the minerals, Archean, gneiss and schist, metallic minerals. No metallic minerals. Petroleum, petroleum, Himalayas में petroleum, because Tethys Sea से natural gas. Getting this part? So you can take down. So monsoon, can it be dependable? Or monsoon is based on so many factors कि कितना ज़्यादा heating हो रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया का, उतना greater will be this red color winds. जितना greater is the red color winds, उतना stronger will be the rainfall. Even if the winds are coming, there is no guarantee that easterly jet stream will come. Even if the easterly jet stream will come, if that year is a El Nino year, the rainfall may decrease. Even if that year is a non-El Nino year, but there is a negative Indian Ocean dipole, the rainfall will decrease. So therefore, we call monsoon as the real finance minister of India. Getting it? Because if the monsoon falls, food production, agriculture falls. If the agriculture falls, the inflation increases, basic inflation increases, that is the food inflation increases, core inflation increases. If the core inflation increases, then there is a economic, मतलब social changes होता है. Inflation in petroleum इतना ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं लाएगा लोगों को, but दाल और रोटी की prices ऊपर गई तो people are affected. So this is why we say that, and if the people are affected, that is farming sector is affected, then the basic purchasing power of India decreases. Because if a farming sector is good, green revolution, because it was successful in some parts of India, India का GDP 2% से बढ़ गया, because उसके कारण heavy industries came in India. Because if the green revolution is successful, tractor producing industries will come. Tractor producing industries comes, the equipment industries comes, rubber industry comes. Tractor आता है, tractor increases the production, the farmer has capacity to buy cars. So automobile industry comes. If the farmer has capacity to buy cars, he will send his children to cities for education. Urbanization increased. That is what is given in your syllabus as forward and backward linkages of agriculture. That is what the economists say, that India में 10% GDP growth rate is possible only if farming sector achieves 4% GDP growth. So right now India is achieving a GDP growth rate of economy, but farmers are not included. Last Sunday there was a mega rally in CP, and you see the election results. Fine with this? So you cannot neglect the farmers. The only difference is, एक ज़माने में when there was, after the Mandal Commission or after the Green Revolution, जब farmers became very strong, they became a political organization, name different names, Samajwadi Party, BSP, or Indian National Lok Dal, INLD, or NCP, or TDP. This all was the outcome of green revolution, but ऐसे हुआ नहीं है after many times. So farmer के पास एक बड़ा नेता नहीं है, but still this, the difference between 1980s का movement and this movement is that time they had leaders, this time they don't have leaders. It is led by the farmers, and इसीलिए it is going to affect the fortunes of the BJP in 2019 if they do not take it seriously. Getting this? So ऐसे try to link all this. सिर्फ नाम मत आने दो parties का, but try to incorporate all these things in the answer. Thankfully this year the monsoon has been good. Had it been bad, तो election result और अलग होता. Understanding this? अगर this year monsoon has not failed, so election is, that is a blessing in disguise for the present government. Because Manmohan Singh के समय there was 2 consecutive years of drought before the election year, and you see the government changed the power. Because we vote on Facebook, farmers really go to vote. हम सिर्फ पोल भरते हैं Facebook पे. Do you think XYZ should become the Prime Minister? Facebook देखते देखते yes. हम जाएंगे नहीं, लाइन में खड़े नहीं रहेंगे. Very few people, I guess. How many of you have really gone, taken the pains to vote? So you can see. So apply this to urban India versus rural India. So understanding this? So ये सब answers में आने दो when we come to the Indian geography का this thing. So you can take down. Jet stream अभी तक हमने पढ़ा ही नहीं है. So we'll do that. मैंने ये jet stream, don't worry about jet stream. ये 1 घंटे बाद समझ में आएगा what is the jet stream. So the Indian type of climate is also known as monsoon type of climate. Is also known as monsoon type of climate. Or tropical deciduous biome. Or tropical deciduous biome. Deciduous. DECIDIOUS, deciduous biome. Because of seasonal reversal of surface winds. Because of seasonal reversal of surface winds. Next point, बहुत ही superficially, during the summer season, that is from March to May, the India experiences gradual heating. India experiences gradual heating. India experiences gradual heating from peninsula to the north. From peninsula to north. Q? Due to the gradual movement of sun northwards. It is in the bracket, due to the gradual movement of the sun northwards. Due to the gradual movement of the sun northwards. Next point. During this season, the climate, the pressure system is not well developed. During this season, the pressure system is not well developed. And hence, there is dominance of local winds such as mango showers and blossom showers. In which states? कौन से स्टेट में नाम है इनका? In Kerala and Karnataka. In Kerala and Karnataka.
This season means March and April.
March to May. March to May, summer season. Kerala and Karnataka. क्यों? Mango showers क्यों? Early ripening of mangoes. Blossom showers क्यों? Early blossoming of coffee flowers. Second, local winds. So एक mango showers. Second, आंधीज और थंडर स्टॉर्म्स. ये भी अभी तक हमने किया नहीं है. थंडर स्टॉर्म्स क्या है, सिर्फ हम नाम लिख रहे हैं. आंधीज और थंडर स्टॉर्म्स which develop in the Great Plains of India. Aandhis or thunderstorms which develop in the Great Plains of India. Bracket में convectional rainfall due to heating. Convectional rainfall due to heating. Third, काल बैसाखी और नॉरवेस्टर्स. काल बैसाखी और नॉरवेस्टर्स. थंडरस्टॉर्म्स इन बंगाल. Thunderstorms in Bengal and Assam. Orissa में भी thunderstorms, but उसका नाम है basically Bengal, इसलिए Bengal. Convectional rainfall in Bengal and Assam. Convectional rainfall in Bengal and Assam. And fourth, लू. फोर्थ, लू. हाइपर एरिड मतलब एक्सट्रीमली ड्राई. हाइपर एरिड इसका मतलब है एक्सट्रीमली ड्राई. फेटल and very hot. Fatal means it will cause death. Fatal and very hot. Wind which blows through Great Plains causing heat waves, पेनिनसुला में क्यों नहीं है ऐसा हीट वेव्स, मतलब स्पेशली द सदर्न पार्ट, मध्य प्रदेश ओडिशा तक ही है, इवन दो इट इज पेनिनसुला. व्हाई नॉट इन द लोअर पार्ट्स? बिकॉज समंदर का इफेक्ट. वी हैव डन सम डेज बैक, that is if you are nearer to the sea there will be moderate climate, if you are very far away from the sea there will be extreme climate. So इसलिए Siberia, though it experiences minus 60 degrees Celsius during the winter season, during the summer season the temperature is 30-35 degrees Celsius. Extreme. North India, far away from sea, summers are very hot and the winters are extremely cold, extreme kind of an climate. Next, southwest monsoon season. Southwest monsoon season. Or it is also known as wet summer season. It is also known as an wet summer season. Also known as wet summer season. Low pressure center is fully established on India. Low pressure center is fully established on India. Lowest pressure and the highest temperature. Lowest pressure and the highest temperature. Lowest pressure and the highest temperature is seen in the northern and northwestern part of India. In the northern and northwestern part of India. By June 21st, by June 21st, क्या होता है on June 21st? क्या होता है? International Yoga Day. Summer solstice. That is what sun, where does it come? Sun comes here on the Tropic of Cancer. So on June 21st, you remember sun ऊपर है इंडिया के, मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा हीट कहाँ पे है? Below the sun, that is below India. Therefore we will say कि जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा हीट है that is the lowest pressure, and therefore we say ITCZ shifts to India. So by 21st of June, ITCZ shifts over India. ITCZ shifts over India, and underline this statement, southern branch of westerly jet stream disappears. Southern branch of westerly jet stream disappears. Westerly jet stream के दो branches है, one is the northern branch, one is the southern branch. So June में which disappears? The southern branch of the westerly jet stream disappears. मतलब ये जून तक इंडिया के ऊपर है. Getting this concept और 3-4 lectures में clear होंगे. It is not that easy. But are you understanding why it disappears? क्योंकि एक तो ITCZ हो सकता है या jet stream हो सकता है. दोनों cannot be there at the same time. Next. The low pressure attracts the winds from southern hemisphere, from the southern hemisphere, which after crossing the equator, are known as southwest monsoon. Which are known as southwest monsoon. Responsible for rainfall all across India. Responsible for rainfall all across India. कैसे होगा, क्या वेरिएशन होगा, विल डू इन इंडियन ज्योग्राफी. Okay. Next, this rainfall is influenced by tropical easterly jet. Which flows only in the monsoon lands of Asia. And originates due to heating of Tibetan plateau. Originates due to the heating of Tibetan plateau. मतलब ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम और कहीं वर्ल्ड में नहीं है. इट इज ओनली इन द मॉनसून लैंड ऑफ एशिया. दैट इज फ्रॉम लाओस, कंबोडिया, वियतनाम टिल अरेबियन सी का एंड. वो जाके सेटल होती है ओवर सोमालिया या मैडागास्कर, इसलिए उसको कहते हैं सोमालिया जेट. सोमालिया जेट विकिपीडिया पे इंडियन ज्योग्राफी में ट्रॉपिकल ईस्टर्ली जेट, बिकॉज हर इसका वर्ल्ड ज्योग्राफी में दे डोंट जस्ट स्टडी इंडिया, दे स्टडी द वर्ल्ड. So the other name for this is Somalia jet. If you want to search on Wikipedia, you search Somalia jet. And if you are studying NCERT, the word is tropical easterly jet. पूरे एशिया में. No. सोमालिया में. वही तुम्हें बाद में समझ में आएगा. डू यू नो मॉनसून इज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय हीटिंग एंड कूलिंग ऑफ आर्कटिक एंड अंटार्कटिक. आर्कटिक एंड अंटार्कटिक कहाँ पे है? सो टिबेटियन प्लेटो तो बहुत ही नजदीक है. सो नेक्स्ट रिट्रीटिंग मॉनसून. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द आंसर फॉर मेंस एग्जाम, क्योंकि अगर मैं प्रॉपरली जब हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे, इट इज लाइक एन एसे ऑन मॉनसून. यू कैन नॉट राइट मॉनसून इन 200 वर्ड्स, 250 वर्ड्स. मॉनसून इटसेल्फ इज, अभी तक आईएमडी इतना सैटेलाइट भेजने के बाद प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकता कि कब बारिश होने वाली है कब नहीं. हाउ कैन वी स्टडी द मॉनसून? Okay, but this is the basic what you should be writing, because हमें exam oriented, obviously we are going to study in detail, but उसके लिए we should know the geography of India, not right now. वो हम डिटेल में स्टडी करते हैं for solving the questions of prelims. Mains के लिए you go and see any of the past year question. Monsoon जितना हमने लिखा है that is more than enough, because you don't have that much scope. बहुत ज़्यादा knowledge, it should be translated even in the paper in 200 words. So retreating monsoon, bracket, mid September to mid November. Due to the southward movement of the sun, due to the southward movement of the sun, the low pressure center gradually starts withdrawing. Underline the word gradually, because ये फर्क है between southwest monsoon and retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon is very slow. Center gradually starts withdrawing from India, starting with North India. Monsoon कब आता है दिल्ली में? 1st July. And when does it withdraw from Delhi? Somewhere around 15th September. सिर्फ 1.5 month का monsoon. When it reaches Rajasthan, monsoon 1st September. And कब withdraw करता है from Rajasthan? 15th September. सिर्फ 15 दिन की बारिश. So this is what is known as the retreating monsoon. That is, the more farther you are in north, उतना late ये सारी winds आएगी. And उससे जितना farther you are from the Tropic of Cancer, उतना जल्दी monsoon withdraw करेगा. Because monsoon is what? Low pressure center. And low pressure center is controlled by heating. And who controls the heating? Sun. So when the sun is going downwards, low pressure center starts shifting into high pressure centers. Fine? Next. This season is famous for extremely high daytime temperatures. सिर्फ daytime temperatures known as October heat. So in the month of October, days are very hot, nights are cooler. October heat. क्यों? दिन में the sunlight is trapped by water vapor, and therefore water vapor is a greenhouse gas. क्यों है water vapor? पिछले 3 महीने की बारिश. The ground is moist. So October heat. And very heavy rainfall. Especially along the eastern coast of India. Due to tropical cyclones. You can draw this diagram if you want. Due to tropical cyclones. Fine. So, यहाँ पे बारिश, बाकी जगह India is dry. This area experiences October heat. This is a common map we'll use even in the disaster management, cyclone disaster management, cyclone prone regions of India. टिबेटियन नॉर्दर्न इंडिया के ऊपर, टिबेटियन प्लाटू के ऊपर लो प्रेशर होगा, पर इतना नहीं कंपैरेटिवली नॉर्थ इंडिया. फाइन विद दिस. विंटर सीजन. as the sun is in the southern hemisphere, as is the sun is in the southern hemisphere, most of the parts of India except coastal belt experiences high pressure, experiences high pressure. The high pressure zone or the cold temperatures, are more prominent or the cold temperatures are more prominent in North India and Himalayas. Next, with the next point है, ये important point है, ये prelims के लिए ये point याद रखना. With the shifting of sun कहाँ पे है अब? In the southern hemisphere. With the shifting of sun, ITCZ shifts. So sun अभी नीचे है तो ITCZ कहाँ पे है? सबसे गर्मी ज़्यादा कहाँ पे है? और ऑस्ट्रेलिया. So ITCZ shifts. And the southern branch of subtropical westerly jet जो डिसअपियर हो गया था, southern branch of subtropical westerly jet reappears. This jet stream is responsible for bringing temperate cyclones and westerly winds from Black Sea Caspian Sea region, which give rain in the Great Plains, and snowfall in the Himalayas, known as western disturbances. Read the line again. If you have any doubts, ask me. Clear? किसी को भी डाउट? वेस्टर्न शिफ्टिंग ऑफ प्रेशर बेल्ट, हाँ बाद में. अभी वेस्टर्लीज आ रही है इंडिया में, समझ में आ रहा है? साइक्लोन्स होने दो. यू सी द लिंकेजेस. वेस्टर्लीज भी आ रहे हैं इंडिया में, वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंसेस भी आ रहे हैं इंडिया में, और टेम्परेट साइक्लोन्स भी आ रहे हैं इंडिया में. सो एंड समर्स में एक डायग्राम में चेंज जो हमने पहले बनाया था उसमें वो मैं बनाना भूल गया था, दैट इज मेन इंडिया पे ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम है, हिमालयाज के नॉर्थ में तब वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम है, वो डिसअपियर होती है सदर्न ब्रांच, वो फिर से रीअपियर हो जाती है, नॉर्दर्न ब्रांच इज प्रेजेंट ऑल ओवर इंडिया। अब ब्रैकेट में कहीं तो ओनली फॉर प्रीलिम्स, nowadays the westerly jet stream, nowadays in recent times the westerly jet stream is also responsible for bringing pollution due to crop burning or stubble burning, from stubble burning, STUBBLE stubble burning, जो अभी इश्यू चल रहा था stubble burning, from कहाँ से? पंजाब, हरियाणा एंड पाकिस्तान, पंजाब, हरियाणा एंड पाकिस्तान, पंजाब, हरियाणा एंड पाकिस्तान। इन you can skip Haryana because Delhi NCR का ही part है, so in Great Plains of India, in the Great Plains of India, in the Great Plains of India, so इस ये वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम अगर बारिश देगा तो पोल्यूशन निकाल देगा, इट विल रिमूव द पोल्यूशन ड्यू टू रेनफॉल, बट इफ इट डज नॉट give rainfall, then it will bring all the pollution from the western part. That is, the stubble burning was going on, up stubble burning has stopped and therefore pollution has stopped. Getting this? And if in case now the pollution is there, it will be only due to industrial and vehicular pollution, not due to farming activities. And this industrial and vehicular pollution कौन निकाल सकता है? Rainfall. And who will give the rainfall? Westerly jet streams. Because of temperature, nothing, because of temperature. Moisture है, moisture in the cold climate, snowfall, moisture in the warm climate, rainfall. The surface winds, yes, next point उसी इसका, the surface winds are in the form of, during the winter season are in the form of, the surface winds during the winter season are in the form of northeast monsoon winds, which originates due to high pressure, over Asia, full stop. As they originate on the land, they are dry winds, full stop. This winds while passing over Bay of Bengal, pick up moisture and give heavy rainfall. Keyword is heavy rainfall in the Coromandel coast, मतलब Tamil Nadu coast. Tamil Nadu, exactly Tamil Nadu nahi, some parts of Andhra also. Yeah, Coromandel coast. Application prelims के लिए Himalayan rivers perennial है, means they receive rainfall, they have water throughout the year. Peninsular rivers are seasonal. उनमें there is no water in the summer season except Kaveri. Kaveri का this part receives rainfall जहाँ से originate होती है during the northeast monsoon, during the southwest monsoon, while उसका lower part receives rainfall during the northeast monsoon. So application में लिखना the only perennial river of peninsular India, major rivers में, smaller rivers तो वाइगाई वो सब भी है, the only major perennial river of peninsular India is Kaveri. The only major perennial means water throughout the year, perennial river of peninsular India is Kaveri. एक और ब्रैकेट में चीज, therefore this is one reason why sugar industry in India is shifting southwards. Just एक reason है, there are numerous other reasons why sugar industry in India is shifting southwards. Sugar industry in India is shifting southwards. Which state is the largest producer of sugarcane? UP. Is UP important for sugar industry? Which state is the largest producer of sugar? Maharashtra. Which state has the largest productivity in sugar? Tamil Nadu. Productivity per acre सबसे ज़्यादा. And sugarcane, remember, is the most thirsty crop, means it is का water requirement is highest. एक small homework, find out the background of Kaveri river dispute. Polity में आपका discuss होगा. I'll just give you a geographical background. Kaveri river dispute. क्योंकि even though it is perennial, तो फिर इतना झगड़ा क्यों है पानी के लिए? कभी सुना है गंगा रिवर डिस्प्यूट, यमुना रिवर डिस्प्यूट? पॉपुलेशन कहाँ पे है? इन नॉर्थ. डिस्प्यूट्स कहाँ पे है? इन साउथ. गोदावरी रिवर डिस्प्यूट इज देयर, कृष्णा ट्राइब्यूनल इज देयर, द मांडवी ट्राइब्यूनल इज देयर, कावेरी ट्राइब्यूनल इज देयर. व्हाई इज इट महादई मीन्स मांडवी ओनली? व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज रिवर डिस्प्यूट्स इंक्रीज इन विथ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन एंड अर्बनाइजेशन. अर्बनाइजेशन ज़्यादा है, so recharge of groundwater is less, recharge of water is less, and therefore disputes are high. Or why you should know this properly? Because Ganga flows through two more important populous states of India. UP, ब्राज़ील से ज़्यादा population, मैंने कहा है आपको. And Brazil is the 5th most populous country in the world. उससे ज़्यादा population is in one state of India, that is UP. So now you should know recently also जितना population है ऑस्ट्रेलिया का उससे ज़्यादा दिल्ली मेट्रो की ridership है. So you have to understand that the challenge in this country is totally different. Local winds. So these are the two importance of the local winds. They will affect only a smaller area. For example, Lu is a local wind affecting only the Great Plains, not even the entire India. So there are some of the local winds as per geographical regions. So the types may we do as per the geographical regions. And we will divide this into warm and cold. And we will do the local winds based on topography. So ये सब एग्जाम में मत लिखो, topography और सब. This is just to tell you. And these are of two types. लैंड एंड सी ब्रीज, ये कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. एंड दूसरा इज द माउंटेन एंड वैली ब्रीज. ईस्टर्ली कहाँ रहती है? वेस्टर्ली रहती है. ईस्टर्ली बिकॉज वो टिबेटियन प्लाटो कब गर्म होता है? ड्यूरिंग समर्स. विंटर्स में टिबेटियन प्लाटो इज वेरी कोल्ड. So whenever the question comes in the mains, ये 3-4 बार आ चुका है मेंस में, रिसेंटली भी आ चुका है. What you should do, define the local winds, take one example from here. They will ask you specifically, right, and with explain with examples what are the local winds and उनका significance. Take any two examples from here and take any two examples from here. सारी की सारी नहीं लिख सकते because उतना space नहीं होगा. Understanding? That is why I have made this chart. लैंड एंड सी ब्रीज लो, उसका इंपॉर्टेंस बताओ. चिनुक एंड फोन लो, उसका इंपॉर्टेंस. चिनुक फोन और डॉक्टर विंड ले सकते हो या ब्लड रेन ले सकते हो, उसका इंपॉर्टेंस. मिस्ट्राल एंड बोरा, उसका इंपॉर्टेंस. So उसको ऊपर कर देना. So you can take down the definition of local winds. The winds which affect only the small surface area of the globe. Only the small surface area of the globe are known as local winds or tertiary circulation. Local winds or tertiary circulation. known as local winds or tertiary circulation. Understanding tertiary, primary, secondary, tertiary circulation, smaller area. The major local winds are, सबसे पहले land and sea breeze. The major local winds are land and sea breeze. Are land and sea breeze. First, what is land and sea breeze? I guess we have done this already. So during in the coastal regions, fine, sea, water takes time to get heated and to get cooled. So during the daytime, which part will get more hot? Land. So it will get more hot during the day, and as it becomes more hot, it will develop a low pressure. Surrounding water will be high pressure, and इसीलिए strong wind या very less powerful wind क्या होगा? Strong या very weak winds? Weak winds, because pressure gradient force is less. बहुत ज़्यादा pressure difference नहीं है. Therefore, the wind will flow from sea towards the land during the day, and we will call this as sea breeze. Can you write all these things? What is इसका importance? इसका importance नहीं लिख सकते अकेले का. You will have to write the land breeze. एक ही डायग्राम बनाओ एग्जाम में. I am making here two. During the night time, land will become very cold, and therefore, but water will be comparatively warmer, not very greater difference. Therefore, wind flows from high pressure to low pressure as land breeze. What is इनका significance? सबसे पहला significance, it helps in moderating the coastal temperatures. Therefore, due to maritime influence या due to ocean का influence, the coastal regions are neither too hot nor too cold. So Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata is not very hot. Is it true or false? True. It is not hot. Humidity ज़्यादा है. Heat wave कभी नहीं होगा in that parts. Humidity is very high. पसीना आपको बहुत आएगा. And why? Because it is nearer to the sea. ये है books का knowledge. Something recent application. फिशरमैन कम बैक अर्ली मॉर्निंग फ्रॉम डीप सी. क्यों? क्योंकि तब तक द डिफरेंस हैज इंक्रीज. समंदर बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा हो गया, लैंड हैज बिकम द समंदर. सो fishermen will come back in the morning and they will go out during the night time. Why? Early morning mein the land breeze starts blowing, sea breeze starts blowing, and night time mein the land breeze is there. So they go in the deep sea and come back. This is more important in the country like us because our fishermen ka vehicles are not mechanized. If it is mechanized तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Motors अगर है तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. But our fishermen का vehicles are not mechanized. Yes,
So it is a
coastal city. So nowadays it is happening even in Mumbai. Mumbai ka air quality is also severe. That is because of vehicular pollution. अब इतना ज़्यादा pollution है कि nature भी उसको clear नहीं कर पा रहा है. Otherwise that was the surprise this year कि coastal cities of India is recording now worst air quality. अब तक तो एक geographical location था, but this is no longer true. Even Kolkata, even Mumbai. एंड ये जो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स है ये सिर्फ मेट्रोस का बताता है. इट डज नॉट गो टू द स्मॉलर टाउन्स एंड सिटीज़. सो हमें तो वहाँ की एयर क्वालिटी पता ही नहीं है. जहाँ पे केरोसिन की पे बाइक चलती है, जहाँ पे केरोसिन पे ऑटो चलते हैं. सो वी डोंट नो वहाँ का एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स. फाइन विद दिस. पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रहा है, गाड़ियाँ बढ़ रही है, तो एयर क्वालिटी विल ऑब्वियसली गो डाउन.
in rural areas we use the cow dung for the burning, so that the air quality of rural area is also worse, and indoor air quality is
Indoor air quality is worse, not outdoor. Cow dung has therapeutic properties. It will clear all the mosquitoes, etc. Coal is bad. Cow dung is not that bad.
और अब सर गैस सेवा भी लगा रखी है सर, तो उधर गाँव वगैरह में सबको सर गैस दे दी गई है कनेक्शन, तो सर अब कोई यूज़ नहीं कर सकता.
Don't fight. हर एक गांव की स्टोरी अलग होती है. हर एक गांव की स्टोरी अलग है. So, समझ में आया? लैंड एंड सी ब्रीज. शुड आई डिक्टेट? The same thing applies here in the mountain and valley breeze. See, India में जहाँ पे चूल्हा burning is there, वहाँ पे the indoor air quality is very very worst than the outdoor air quality also. इसलिए people from the villages suffer from asthma and respiratory disorders. So what happens during the daytime? Which part of the mountain will get more insolation? Upper parts or lower slopes? Upper parts are getting more insolation. Now this is a stone, and because it is getting more insolation, ये ज़्यादा heat हो जाता है. It heats up quickly. क्योंकि you should remember that नीचे vegetation भी है. There is more dense vegetation in the lower parts of the mountain, plus the mountain का slopes will protect it. Shadow होगा. So the upper part will get more heat, and hence it will develop into a low pressure center during the daytime, while there will be a comparatively high pressure center, and as a result of this, wind is going upwards. Wind is going upwards, and we will call this wind as valley breeze. So यहाँ पे I will have to dictate. So you can take down the 2-3 points. It is known as valley breeze. You should know जितना steep है mountain, उतना stronger is the valley breeze. So if you go to Western Ghats at many hill stations, so strong is the valley breeze that you throw a coin and coin comes back to you. So that is especially on the steep slopes of the Western Ghats. Valley breeze is very strong during the daytime. Can I continue? During the daytime, the upper parts of the slopes, receive more amount of insolation, and are heated quickly, while the lower slope heated quickly, while the lower slopes or valley floors are comparatively cooler. Therefore, wind blows up slope as valley breeze, upslope as valley breeze. Example, common in Western Ghats. Common in the Western Ghats. During the night time, the upper slopes will lose the heat quickly to the surroundings. Yesterday someone had asked me, why is it so? Upper part क्यों ज़्यादा ठंडा हो जाएगा as compared to the lower part? Because lower part when it gives the heat, जैसे urban areas में होता है, stone will reflect the heat back and it will trap the heat. While upper part में there is no reflection, वो directly sky में निकल जाएगा. But lower part में the stone और जिसको हम कहते हैं urban heat island जैसा effect होता है यहाँ पे, that is it will trap the heat. Concrete, stone, etc. are like greenhouse gases. They have the capacity to trap the heat. Plus vegetation ज़्यादा है, water vapor ज़्यादा है, so it does not lose the heat that quickly. Understanding this? Upper slopes will lose the heat quickly, while the lower part of the valley floors will be comparatively warm. Full stop. Hence the cold denser air moves down the slope, pushing the warm air upwards, causing temperature inversion. Warm air upwards causing temperature inversion. Such wind which moves down the slope is known as mountain breeze. इसका significance क्या है? Temperature inversion, and therefore हमने किया है, therefore valley floors are avoided for human settlements and agriculture. Significance is throughout the year होगा. हमेशा वैली में जाना, नीचे फॉग मिलेगा रात में. It occurs throughout the year. So therefore valley floors are avoided for human settlement. Now ये दोनों winds का movement कैसा है? Up, down. Fine. Against, this is more or less vertical, totally vertical नहीं है, but somewhat vertical. We call such winds which move up and down, winds, not air, as so mountain and valley breeze is katabatic and anabatic. Anabatic upar, katabatic niche. So this is, you remember for prelims, this is an example of katabatic and anabatic winds. मतलब wind जो ऊपर नीचे जाती है. Anabatic and katabatic winds. Katabatic नीचे, anabatic ऊपर. This is anabatic, this is up down the slope, and this is katabatic. Down the slope and up the slope. ऊपर से नीचे, up slope and down slope. So ये याद रखना, what is katabatic and anabatic wind. So any wind with that will move up and down is known as katabatic. उसका example is mountain and valley breeze, not this breeze. Fine with this? Anabatic, up to down, katabatic. डोंट थिंक इन दैट वे. मैं इसलिए नहीं लिखा रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे हम चिनुक के बाद मैं स्पेशली लिखवाऊंगा व्हाट इज एनाबेटिक एंड कैटाबेटिक. अभी मत सोचो. अब हम जितने भी विंड्स करेंगे दे आर इधर कैटाबेटिक विंड्स और एनाबेटिक विंड्स. सो विल थिंक अबाउट दैट, विल राइट दैट इन टुमारोज लेक्चर व्हाट इज एनाबेटिक एंड व्हाट इज कैटाबेटिक. पहले बाकी के लोकल विंड्स देख लो. सिग्निफिकेंस, इट कॉजेज टेम्परेचर इन्वर्जन, फॉग्स, फ्रॉस्ट, जो हमने लिखा है टेम्परेचर इन्वर्जन में. देयरफॉर अवॉइडेड फॉर ह्यूमन सेटलमेंट्स. Can I rub this part? And do all the local winds very properly, जो हम अभी करेंगे, because we find questions from the local winds every alternate year. So first we'll do the warm winds. Which is this mountain? Rockies. उसके बाद Andes. Not concerned with that. We are not concerned with Andes. दो है पर करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि यूपीएससी जनरली रॉकीज पे फोकस करता है. अपर पार्ट ऑफ द रॉकीज कौन सा विंड है ये? ईस्टर्लीज, वेस्टर्लीज, कौन सी है? दीज आर वेस्टर्लीज. सो कैन आई से रॉकीज रिसीव रेनफॉल थ्रू आउट द ईयर? western side of the Rockies receive rainfall throughout the year due to onshore westerlies. Fine. ये एक दो ये कोई concept नहीं है. This is how you have seen this question is repeated 3 times in prelims. Past year questions देखो. Which part of North America receives rainfall throughout the year? they had given you northwest USA, north USA, northeast USA, southeast USA. So what is this USA का part? Northwest USA. So ये एक factual data याद रखना. It receives rainfall throughout the year. But if I try to draw the cross section area. So these are Rockies, the highest mountains in the world. Is the third highest mountains in the world, obviously. During the winter season, will the upper part of this USA have snowfall? Winters are severe there or not? Yes. हम यहाँ पे हैं India. So India के north में अगर winters are severe, imagine the winters in the upper part of the USA. It receives heavy amount of snowfall, and because it receives heavy amount of snowfall, is agriculture possible in USA? No. So इसीलिए Canada में is agriculture possible? No. So Canada में क्या करते हैं लोग? पेड़ काटने जाते हैं during winters. We'll study in the world geography. Lumbering is the most important occupation in Canada. Why? Agriculture is not possible. The snow is covered by ground. So they go into the forest during the winter season and they will cut the trees. When they cut the trees, they will stack the trees at the end of a glacier. हमारा glacial landforms बचा है. So they will stack the trees at the end of glacier, and the glacier will melt. The glacier is moving mass of ice which will melt during the summer season. The logs of wood will come down. Automatically factories के अंदर जाएंगे, वहाँ से वो cut होके they are exported. See, the Norway, Finland, Sweden, Canada, these are rich countries, especially Norway, Sweden, Finland, but due to primary occupation, not due to tertiary business. Tertiary business मतलब service sector. Primary मतलब anything that comes from nature. Nature is the source of raw material. Agriculture is also primary occupation, but lumbering is also a primary occupation. And even though they are rich, क्यों? कि ये जो white paper आप लिख रहे हो, it can naturally come only from the Canada, Sweden and Finland. जो Economic Times का yellow paper है या जो हिंदू का paper है, it naturally should come only from USA. That is a softwood. हमारे यहाँ से पेपर नहीं आता, but what paper you are writing obviously ये USA का नहीं है. How much the bundle comes? 35 rupees में. So that is, this is what is an example of why it is so white. Because it is being bleached with the help of chlorine. और जब हम लिखते हैं इस पे, the chlorine goes in our body. जितना ज़्यादा लिखोगे उतना chlorine in our body. So when it enters the body, that is bioaccumulation. और जितने साल UPSC के लिए पढ़ोगे उतना ज़्यादा chlorine, that is biomagnification. So पहले 2 attempt में ख़त्म कर दो. Maximum 2 attempts. So otherwise biomagnification होगा and there will be chlorine in the body. So understand here, the wind is forced to rise up. कौन सी winds? The westerlies. And these winds, when they go on the western side, obviously they will give very heavy rainfall here. But when they cross this and then when they come down, will the temperature increase? Yes. जैसे ऊपर जाएंगे, the temperature is decreasing at the rate of 6.5 degree Celsius for every kilometer. यहाँ पे the temperature is going to increase at the rate of 6.5 degree Celsius for every kilometer on an average. So when it comes down, especially during the winter season, if the ground is covered by snow, the arrival of this wind will cause melting of the snow. And therefore, the wind which we are doing, the first kind of wind which is present in USA is known as Chinook, or it is known as snow eater. So क्या क्या लिखोगे, कैसे याद करोगे this factual data? It is easy. सबसे पहले पूछो warm या cold. It is a warm wind. कोई भी wind जब नीचे आएगी generally या इतने height से, तो it will be a warm wind. Second, you should remember the location. So USA और North America. कौन सा? Leeward side or windward side of the Rockies? कौन सा है ये? Leeward या windward? This is the other side. That is the leeward side of the Rockies. That is, can I say eastern side of the Rockies? So now you see इसका effect. What is the effect? It increases the temperature and especially during the winter season, this wind is responsible for melting of ground snow. And as a result of this, the Chinook is known as snow eater. What is uska significance? Why it is so famous wind in the world? Iska significance is that only in the areas where Chinook blows, agriculture is possible throughout the year. Otherwise, rest of the regions are not important for agriculture. Chinook जैसा ही similar wind जो यूरोप में भी है, it is known as फोहेन और फॉन, जो Alps पे है. This is on the Rockies, it is in the Alps, it is known as fawn. What is the importance of fawn? Because of fawn, Switzerland is important tourist destination. The rest of the Europe is closed during the winter season. If the tourists do not go to the Europe in winters, except Switzerland. Why? Because fawn makes sure that the temperatures are high. So therefore, Switzerland is known as the climatic oasis of Europe. Understanding this? Because of the fawn. So you see this small local winds and unka how is the significance. अब Chinook etc. इतना ज़्यादा powerful है that अगर जो ऑप्शनल में थे हमें केस स्टडीज लिखनी पड़ती है, सो वहाँ पे जीएस में ज़रूरत नहीं है. देयर हैव बीन इंस्टेंसेस इन 4 minutes द टेम्परेचर हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड बाय 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस. दैट इज विद इन 4 minutes टेम्परेचर हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड बाय 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस. 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस है टेम्परेचर का. इट इज़ लाइक यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम AC एंड डायरेक्टली इनटू द सन. So वहाँ पे, so there as a result of this, just are you carrying the atlas? Keep the atlas open, everyone, and open the map of North America. See, if you look at the political map of North America, जहाँ पे fawn flow, this Chinook flows, that region is only urbanized. नीचे का part is desert, so we are not concerned. ये तो trade wind belt है, but ये transition belt है, यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. But there is continuous Chinook in the upper parts, Canada and USA के border पे, and इसीलिए you will see Washington as a state there. मिला Washington? This is different from Washington DC. Washington DC capital is here. This is different Washington. Fine. But more important, the most important industrial center on the eastern coast, Seattle, is located over there. Seattle is the headquarters of, was the headquarters of? Yes, Boeing. Boeing का headquarters था. So you should know why these areas are so much important. यहाँ पे क्यों है? We had seen in climate, in ocean, in geomorphology, कि Archean gneiss and schist इतना ज़्यादा आयरन ओर है. यहाँ पे कोल है, आयरन ओर है, so this is industrialized. ये क्यों है industrialized? Because यहाँ पे सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री है, सिलिकॉन वैली. ये क्यों है industrialized? Because it is ice free throughout the year. बीच में जहाँ पे Chinook is not there, that is not ice free. Understanding this? So in this map of USA, come to page number 84, and you will find these two winds, Chinook, and Chinook का ही दूसरा नाम in the southern states of USA is Santa. क्या? Santa Ana. एक पेज पीछे आओ, पेज नंबर 80 और 84. you will find here wind का डायरेक्शन दिया है, रेड कलर मीन्स पेज नंबर 84. हर एटलास में वही पेज है, पेज नंबर 84. अगर ब्लू कलर का है तो पेज नंबर 80. सो you'll find here winds, these are local winds. Corner, Santa Ana and Chinook. मिला Santa Ana and Chinook? उसका कनाडा में नाम रखने की जरूरत नहीं यार, Squamish. But just remember, the most important is Chinook. Fine. Open the map of Europe. यूरोप पीछे जाओगे, पेज नंबर 78, पेज नंबर 78, and you will find fawn. Mila fawn? Now the Oxford Atlas has two mistakes here. Fawn का direction is wrong. Fawn का direction ऊपर होना चाहिए, not नीचे की तरफ. So change the direction of arrows here. Fawn जो नीचे की तरफ दिखाई है, it is coming down, it should be going up because it flows on the northern slopes of Alps, not on the southern slopes. And जो बाकी की दो winds है, क्या नाम है? Mistral and Bora. We had just seen in the chart, it is cold wind, so उसका color should be blue, not red. These are cold winds. Directions is same. So can I dictate? Chinook, you can draw this diagram. So can I say Chinook is the wind that comes in the katabatic and anabatic wind category? Upward and downward movement. So you can take down Chinook and fawn. दोनों एक ही इसमें लिखना. Chinook and fawn. The winds after crossing the Rockies, descend on the leeward side or the eastern slope of the Rockies. Descend, come down. Descend on the eastern side or the leeward slope of the Rockies. Descend on the eastern side or the leeward slope of the Rockies. Full stop. As a result, their temperature increases. Full stop. During the winters, the arrival of such winds cause sudden increase in the temperature. Arrival of such winds cause sudden increase in the temperature, causing melting of ground snow. Paragraph change करना. Such adjectives देखो सारे. Warm, such warm. Dry, wind, which flows on the leeward slope of the Rockies. Is known as Chinook or snow eater. Which flows on the leeward slope of the Rockies is known as Chinook or snow eater. Because of Chinook, agriculture is possible in the narrow belt. Along the foothills of the Rockies. Even during the winter season. next point, similar wind which flows on the northern slope of the Alps, similar wind which flows on the northern slope of the Alps, which flows on the northern slope of the Alps, is known as fawn. Northern slope of the Alps, alpine mountains, is known as fawn or fohn, जो भी लिखना है spelling is known as fawn. So fawn भी क्या है? Warm wind. Fine. Importance of fawn. Switzerland is known as climatic oasis of Europe. Switzerland is known as the climatic oasis of Europe. Switzerland is known as the climatic oasis of Europe. Climatic oasis of Europe. Oasis मतलब डेजर्ट में जहाँ पानी मिलेगा, so oasis. ओएसिस का लिटरल मीनिंग, ओएसिस मीन्स समथिंग विच इज वेरी गुड इन द बैड सराउंडिंग बैड रीजन. Now this is the equatorial belt of the Africa. In the equatorial belt of Africa, it is surrounded by the Sahara desert region, and बीच में साहिल region है, उसके ऊपर सहारा है. What is the climatic condition in the equatorial belt? Hot and humid throughout the year. बहुत ज़्यादा humidity, बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी, and therefore relative humidity is very high. Relative humidity is very high. कल मैंने बताया था that human beings cannot live in the regions जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी है, heat नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी है. मतलब जून इज मोर, यू आर मोर वरीड अबाउट जून दैन मे में फिर भी कूलर से काम चल जाता है, पानी पी के काम चल जाता है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डिहाइड्रेशन होता है. बट इन जून इट इज स्टिकी बिकॉज यू रिक्वायर मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी. सो द पीपल हियर हैव सेम काइंड ऑफ एन क्लाइमेट थ्रू आउट द ईयर, बट इन द सहारा डेजर्ट रीजन, deserts are very hot during the daytime and extremely cold during the night time. Fine. Similarly, winters में Sahara desert has winter, राजस्थान जैसलमेर has winters. Deserts मतलब क्या? बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी या anything where vegetation is not there. What is the meaning of desert? Where nothing grows or where which is very hot. Desert का meaning है where nothing grows. So क्यों nothing? Why nothing grows? Because of extremely less rainfall. Deserts मतलब गर्मी नहीं. Tibet is also a desert. Antarctica is also a desert where nothing can grow. So during the winter season, especially, during the night time, this develops into an high pressure belt, और ये तो total permanent low pressure belt है, and therefore the winds originate from high pressure belt, and due to the Coriolis effect, कौन से direction में जाएंगे? Right hand side. They will come towards the western coast of Africa. And how are these winds? These winds which they are originating in the desert, so can I say they are extremely dry winds? So when they come to the Africa region, they are so dry कि excess जो moisture है यहाँ का, they will absorb that moisture and make the climate better whenever they flow. So इसीलिए इस wind को कहा जाता है doctor wind. But इसका ओरिजिनल नाम है Harmattan. Dr. Q wind because it removes the excessive moisture from the region. So the imagine कि बहुत पसीने से आप हो and you sit below the fan, you will feel relief. वही उनको effect wind दे रही है. So whenever the wind comes, it absorbs the moisture. So क्या adjectives आएंगे? Cold या warm? Warm. Sahara cold मतलब it originates near the snowfall वाला region. Moist या dry? Dry. Rainfall or no rainfall? No rainfall. And क्या है इसकी खासियत? अगर ये agriculture allow करता है तो it allows people to stay in the western या eastern coast of Africa. Western coast of Africa. Fine. So this is what how simply you can remember the winds. This develops into an high pressure belt. Understood? It can be during the night time, it can be during the winter season. This is a permanent low pressure belt, equatorial region. So इसलिए winds originate from the high pressure and flow towards the low pressure. अब east में क्यों नहीं जाती? क्योंकि Coriolis force है, वो उसको deflect करेगा towards the west, that is towards the right. So this extremely dry winds, when they come to this region, they remove, they act like a sponge. जो excess humidity जो है उसको absorb कर लेगा. Excess humidity जब absorb हो जाएगी, it makes the climate better. And therefore this wind is known as Dr. wind. वैसे नाम इसका है Harmattan. Understood? Everyone? So take down Harmattan. These are hyper arid, not just dry. We are writing hyper arid. Warm winds. There is movie going on there. Hyper arid warm winds which originate in the Sahara desert region, and flow towards the western coast of Africa. Region. हाई प्रेशर से लो प्रेशर ही जा रही है. कोरियोलिस फोर्स क्या कहता है? राइट और लेफ्ट. सो राइट कौन सा हो गया? ये लो प्रेशर. हाँ, जरूरी थोड़ी है. डायनेमिकली इंड्यूस्ड प्रेशर बेल्ट्स एंड थर्मली इंड्यूस्ड. तो ये क्या है? डायनेमिकली इंड्यूस्ड सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट. हमने किया था परसों. हाई प्रेशर इन स्पाइट ऑफ हाई टेम्परेचर. क्यों? एयर इज फोर्स टू डिसेंड. ऑल द डेजर्ट्स आर इन द सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट, सो इट हैज टू बी हॉट. कोल्ड तभी होगी इफ देर इज अ स्नोफॉल. सहारा में देर इज नो स्नोफॉल. विल कॉल ओनली दोज विंड्स एज कोल्ड विंड्स if they have snowfall. Understanding this? This is a high pressure not because of cold temperature. This is high pressure because of subtropical high pressure belt. Wind is subsiding down. Revise climatology every day. Flow towards the western coast of Africa. Next point. This region of Africa experiences extremely hot and humid climate. Extremely hot and humid climate. Because it is located in equatorial belt. But with the arrival of harmattan, the humidity is absorbed. The humidity is absorbed, making the climate dry and bearable. Making the climate dry and bearable. Making the climate dry and bearable. Hence, harmattan is known as doctor wind. मैं थोड़ा पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन मॉडिफाई करके दे रहा हूँ. उन्होंने एक ही पूछा था. Now you look in the atlas and tell me which will experience the doctor winds. Kenya, is it on the western coast of Africa? No, eastern coast. Ghana, Guinea. Open the atlas. Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana. So Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ghana. Yes. So the answer is B, C, and F. E, sorry. So be prepared for such map-based questions. That is, see, अब इसको कैसे याद रखोगे? So you come to this part of atlas and note down the important things. वैसे भी ये famous होना चाहिए. ये region is famous because of the name of the coast. What is the old name of Ivory? Cote d'Ivoire. It is known as an Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast. किसके लिए famous होगा Ivory Coast? Ivory के लिए. क्या है Ivory? हाथी के दांत. So this country was famous for ivory export. Ghana का पुराना नाम Gold Coast. It was famous for gold. And Liberia even today is famous for best quality iron ore. Liberia even today is famous for best quality iron ore. So if you remember, whenever you do this map, ये map कर लेना अफ्रीका का. So Guinea, लाइबेरिया, सियरा लियोन इतने बार न्यूज़ में आता है, फेल्ड स्टेट है. फेल्ड स्टेट मीन्स देयर इज नो गवर्नमेंट देयर, देयर आर सिविल राइट्स इन सिविल वॉर गोइंग ऑन इन दिस रीजन. इसमें सिर्फ एक अच्छी कंट्री जो है वो है थोड़ी बहुत घाना एंड नाइजेरिया. नाइजेरिया वाई? बिकॉज नाइजेरिया इज फेमस फॉर ऑयल. नाइजेरिया इज फेमस फॉर ऑयल. सो ये पार्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका हमें पता होना चाहिए. एंड दूसरा जो हमें पार्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका पता होना चाहिए इट इज दिस हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका. सो जस्ट अ जनरलाइज्ड मैप देखते रहना एंड इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीज देखते रहना. यहाँ से मैनी ऑफ द टाइम्स यूपीएससी में सच क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आंसर्ड बाय निगेशन. केनिया नहीं हो सकता, इजिप्ट नहीं हो सकता. सो यू विल फाइंड the options like this, except this year का paper. This year का paper had one option B, C and E, and दूसरा option दिया होता B and C only. So इसमें luck plays a part कि आपको दो तो पता है, अगर E पता है तो otherwise you would have marked this as right, and so that is why this year's paper was so tough. Understanding? So keep on looking at the map of Africa here. वेस्टर्ली क्रॉस होके उस साइड जा रही है, लीवर्ड साइड ऑफ माउंटेन. Dry winds, dry, extremely dry, hyper arid. Now you see the other important wind. Again it originates from the Sahara desert. Now the northern part of a Sahara desert is extremely sandy. Desert जरूरी नहीं हमेशा sandy होगा. It is extremely sandy. Even this is a warm wind. So it is extremely sandy. Don't go by the color. It is a warm wind. It is extremely sandy. And during the summer season, during the night, when the Sahara desert becomes extremely cold, या during the winter season, वही logic. High pressure कब generate होगा? High pressure and low pressure is the Mediterranean Sea. This wind starts from Sahara desert and starts flowing towards the Mediterranean Sea. अब this wind is extremely dusty. Adjectives पे ध्यान देना. Hyper arid. ये क्या है? Dusty. Why? Because it is carrying the sands of the Sahara desert along with it. And when it goes to the Mediterranean Sea, it picks up moisture from the Mediterranean Sea. And after picking up the moisture from the Mediterranean Sea, it then goes to the Europe. And after going to the Europe, due to the Alps, it is forced to rise up. And when it is forced to rise up, क्या होगा? It will give rain. But वो rain is red in color due to the presence of sands. And इसीलिए this wind is known as Sirocco or blood rain. So we will not write this as dry wind. It originates as dry wind, but it is responsible for rainfall. Sirocco is known by different names in different parts of the world. स्पेन में it is known as lavender. जिन्होंने अल्केमिस्ट पढ़ा है उनको ये विंड बार बार आती है. He dreams of the pyramids of Egypt. पहले उसको लगता है he is dreaming about the girl. So he goes in the search of girl. और उसको पता लगता है कि UPSC का अटेम्प्ट ज़्यादा important है, not the relationship. So he leaves her and goes first in his dream, that is the pyramids of Egypt. क्यों? Because he is being called by the lavender. Lavender in Spain. कहाँ से है? Spain से, Andalusia Plateau. Understanding this? Then he goes. Then he comes back and gets the girl. So आपके पास भी वही choice रहेगा. Both girl and boy जिसको ऊपर apply होता है. Then this wind is known as Khamsin in Egypt. And this wind is so powerful कि जो मम्मी पिक्चर बनाया है उसमें this dusty wind is used and उसको फिर थोड़ा कंप्यूटर में मॉडिफाई करके उसको चेहरा और सब दिया and it has made as a mummy. So you should remember. अभी मैं examples इसलिए देता हूँ, that is you remember the adjectives. So what is this wind? Dusty. It carries the sands along with it. So it is known as simum or dust storms. This is the natural dust storm which comes in Sahara desert. Understanding this? So you can take down. It will go all along. सिर्फ उसका नाम अलग अलग हो जाएगा. It is known as lavender, it is known as sirocco, it is known as khamsin, it is known as ghibli, it is known as chili. Otherwise mechanism क्या है? This is develops into high pressure due to extremely cold winter nights या summer nights. Nights में समंदर इतना cold नहीं होता, So the wind starts with great force, carries the sands along with it. Sand से जाते आते while crossing the Mediterranean Sea, it takes up the moisture, and when it is forced to rise up, it will give the rainfall. Fine with this? So
But ये जो दोनों phenomena है, मतलब ये first वाले जो भी हमने record कर रहे हैं, ये दोनों same time नहीं होंगे?
क्यों नहीं होगी? Geographical map, ये geographical distance होगा around 1300-1400 किलोमीटर्स. ये नीचे, वो ऊपर की तरफ. ऊपर वाली ना ईस्टर्ली ना वेस्टर्ली, लोकल विंड. सो just due to pressure difference. So you can take down sirocco or blood rain. These are dry and dusty winds. These are dry and dusty winds which originate in the northern part of the Sahara Desert. Which originate in the northern part of the Sahara Desert. Originate in the northern part of the Sahara Desert. Full stop. They carry large amount of sand along with them. They carry large amount of sand along with them. ये लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं एग्जाम में, सिर्फ रिमेंबर वाई डस्टी. दे कैरी लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ सैंड अलॉन्ग विद देम. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, while crossing over the Mediterranean Sea, while crossing over the Mediterranean Sea, while crossing over the Mediterranean Sea, these winds pick up moisture. These winds pick up moisture. Pick up moisture and give rainfall. Give rainfall. Initially कैसे originate हुई है? Dry. Then they have picked up moisture. Then they give rainfall in the southern Europe. In southern Europe. Southern Europe and West Asia. Southern Europe and West Asia. टर्की वो सब यहाँ पे है. टर्की, लेबनान, इजराइल and West Asia. This rainfall is red in color and hence the name blood rain. Hence the name blood rain. Sirocco is known by different names. Sirocco is known by different names. It is known as lavender in Spain. Khamsin in Egypt. Khamsin in Egypt. Ghibli in Libya. Ghibli in Libya. Chile. In Tunisia. These are extra facts. अगर याद रख सकते हो तो रखो. And Simum in West Asia. Remember, Simum is known for dust storms. Simum in West Asia. क्या होगा significance? Will this be good or bad? Bad. अगर sands गिर रहे हैं तो it will destroy the vegetation. crops. Significance, yeah, effects. Sirocco destroys the cultivation in southern Europe. Destroys the cultivation in southern Europe. कौन सा cultivation? Southern Europe is known for which industry? And thus is harmful to viticulture industry. Viticulture means wine making. It is harmful to viticulture industry, wine making industry. Southern Europe, Mediterranean Sea region is famous for wine making. Viticulture industry. Fine. So there are all the warm winds. That is why I said कोई दो लो, क्योंकि अगर सब कुछ लिखना है एग्जाम में तो you cannot complete the answer in 250 words. Okay, we'll continue with the winds tomorrow. 2:30. शार्प, मेरे को बोलने में क्या जाता है शार्प.